Hey there, today I'm going to tackle a fairly big question. Is AI making us smarter and more efficient, or is it in fact making us more stupid? I've done quite a lot of digging into this and I've come to some interesting conclusions which I'll cover in this video. So the plan is to cover three main things. First, we'll look at solid evidence on whether AI is actually hurting our intelligence. Then I'll share how AI can generally make you smarter if you use it the right way. And finally, I'll give you some actionable tips on how you can leverage AI effectively without sacrificing your cognitive skills. Before we dive in though, if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the AI news, updates and products out there, check out my weekly AI newsletter linked in the description where I distilled things down to what's truly essential. So first off, can AI actually make people stupid? The evidence unfortunately is pretty clear. Yes, if you use it badly. Recent research from MIT showed that when people rely too heavily on AI, especially tools like ChatGPT, their brains literally become less active over time. In other words, if you constantly outsource thinking and problem solving itself to AI, your brain can get lazy. You start losing the ability to think critically, solve problems independently, or remember important information. This is kind of akin to the old days where calculators first came out and then people became worse at arithmetic. Another study found that students who regularly used AI tools for school assignments started scoring worse on tests measuring critical thinking and memory retention. It's a bit like using GPS constantly. You might find that without it, your sense of direction deteriorates over time. Similarly, if you always let AI write your emails, plan your tasks, or even think for you, you'll eventually notice your own cognitive skills weakening. Psychologists call this cognitive offloading, and it's genuinely becoming a problem. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. The good news is that AI can also genuinely enhance your intelligence when used mindfully. Think of AI as a tool, like a calculator, a notebook, or even a partner. When you actively engage with it rather than passively relying on it, AI can dramatically amplify your abilities. For example, AI can help you synthesize vast amounts of information quickly, spark new creative ideas, or guide your learning process in a highly personalized way. This isn't just theoretical though. Research shows that combining human intuition with AI's analytical capabilities often results in better decision making and enhanced creativity, what experts call augmented intelligence. Instead of letting AI do everything, you let it handle routine, repetitive tasks while you focus your mental energy on creative, strategic, and emotionally intelligent work. So how exactly can you leverage AI without losing your own cognitive edge? Well, here are 4 proven strategies. Number 1 is do your own thinking first. Before jumping straight to an AI for answers, always make an initial attempt yourself. Outline the problem or sketch ideas first. Then use AI to refine or build upon your own work, not replace it. You'll also find the best output from AI is when you put some work into the input, rather than just kind of lazily assuming that AI will do all of the work for you. Generally, these AI systems work by producing good outputs to good inputs. Number 2 is avoid mental autopilot. Don't automatically reach for AI every time you're stuck. Pushing through a challenging problem yourself, even briefly, strengthens your critical thinking and problem-solving muscles. It also can over time give you some kind of self-esteem knowing that you're not completely reliant on an external system. Number 3 is sort of related, but it's to embrace productive friction. It's tempting to use AI to remove every obstacle, but occasionally allowing yourself to struggle through something without immediate AI help actually fosters deeper learning and stronger memory retention, leading to better results when you subsequently use AI. And number 4 is to reflect and iterate. If you do use AI to help you with a tricky problem, be sure to try and understand the solution, and what I do is to continually ask questions until it sort of makes sense. Regularly assess how you're using AI. Are you actually learning from its outputs, or are you just getting it to do something for you? Could you approach things differently to better engage your brain? Reflection turns passive AI into an active, enriching habit. It's important to realize that our brain often tries to take the easiest possible route to any particular goal. So you sort of have to override this in the same way that if you want to get strong physically, you need to go to the gym, but that involves some friction in actually going there and doing the workout. But the benefits means that you often end up feeling better and you very rarely regret doing it. ChatGPT has also recently released a new study and learn mode, which creates a more interactive and educational variant of ChatGPT rather than just simply answering queries. This is a really nice feature, but I'm expecting it to become increasingly smarter, valuable, and effective over the coming months. Also, I personally find Gemini to be another great model for learning. I've made a video about this if you're interested. In short, the key is balance. Personally, I believe that if you use AI as a tool for learning and to increase your understanding, the benefits are enormous. But if you just use it to delegate all of your critical thinking, not only will you be less capable in general, but you'll also come to depend on it for so many aspects of life. AI can either erode or enhance your intelligence. It all depends on how you intentionally and thoughtfully use it. Ultimately, the responsibility rests on us individually to use AI in ways that amplify our abilities rather than diminish them. I'd love to know what you think. Do you think AI has impacted your intelligence positively or negatively? I tend to respond to most comments, so let me know your thoughts down below. Also, if you found this video useful or interesting, I'd really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.